Hey, this is George. Today we're going to walk through the Wolli Creek recreational parks, which is a recent development made in the last 10 years, and I hope you enjoy it. This is one section of the area, and we have a very old 200-year-old tree. There's the Rowers Club. Yes, in the distance you can see the Rowers Club. This has been here for almost 80 years, and basically where people can come here and learn how to do professional rowing or competition rowing. This is the Cooks River. It was named after Captain Cook, who actually discovered Australia, and it leads to the Botany Bay, which is where Captain Cook actually discovered Australia, coming into Botany Bay. That's the airport that you see in the distance. Yeah, this is a quiet area of Sydney. It's called Wolli Creek. The suburb is called Wolli Creek. People like to exercise here by walking or jogging up and down the pathways, and we'll continue on to across the river, which is, you see the area over there. There are boats moored in the distance, but mainly very old discarded boats. This is the Cooks River. The suburb is Wolli Creek, and we're in Sydney. Okay, now you're looking at the airport. These are the car parking stations of the airport. a few kilometers away. This is the Cooks River. The Sydney International Airport has quite a lot of usage, and unfortunately it doesn't have the capacity to handle all the visitors to Australia, to Sydney. Therefore, at the moment they're constructing a new airport, a second airport, which is about 50 kilometers from here. I guess that'll be good for the taxi drivers when they pick up visitors from that area to bring them to the Sydney city. But I don't know which flights will be going over there, but it's a bit inconvenient because it's quite far away, and there's a lot of traffic coming back to the city from that area. This is the international airport. I'm waiting here in the flight path to see if any plane comes to land, but I don't see that there's any planes coming at the moment. Yeah, we can see an airplane coming to land from the airport to the airport. Can't see what airline it is. Heading for the exit gates. a plane observation area. Not many people know about it. But yeah, we had one plane coming today. It's quite close. Maybe there's a plane on there. Put its wheels out and that's land. That is the Cooks River as it continues its journey to Botany Bay. And here we have a canal, and this is the Alexandra Canal. The airport is right opposite. All the car parks for the airport are there. That road is Airport Drive. Marrickville Council, now actually the council has changed to Botany Bay Council, but they've put this sign here. They're saying this is the Alexandra Canal Bank Restoration Project. And you can see that there are some old black and white photos of people trying to clean up the canal probably 100 years ago. And some plans that they made of how they were going to add sea walls, etc. And also there is some maps here that the direction of the canal. Now this bridge was built only 2 years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, and it allows cars to bypass the original route, which was right next to the airport. And that was, of course, because of its size and weight, they weren't able to lift it with a crane. What they did is they slided from one bank to the other over a period of a few weeks, and that's how they put in place. Soccer season may have started because I think we're in autumn now. This previously was a go-kart raceway, and I think teenagers would come and race the go-karts here, but you can see it's been closed down and abandoned. And since there's been a lot of development, and as you can see the number of apartments that have been built in Wolli. It's located for man's best friend, dog exercising parks. Yeah. They're not very busy at the moment, but I can see one dog there. The boundary of this recreation reserve is actually the Princess Highway, which goes all the way to Melbourne. There has been some developments with very nice units that have been built here in the area. Again, that's the Rollers Club. And the bridge to the airport. paid moorings here in the Cooks River, but not very expensive. I think from what someone said to me, about 500 per year. But not many people have taken up the offer. The actual sports resort, where there's a soccer park, various cricket, etc. Well, people seem very happy here anyway. Playing soccer. This is a sports field here. I used to come here when I was young for school days, school PE days, physical education. This here is the quick way to get to the airport. Not many people know about this. It's not a much used road. Only for foot traffic, but the airport is just over here. There's a new bridge that has Nagangambi. And there's a cycle track and foot track as well. This will lead us to something interesting, hopefully. Here's a bird relaxing. There's quite a lot of flora and fauna here. And it's good that they make this available to the people that live in the city. So even old people can come and exercise here and not have the fear of being run over by bicycles or joggers. There's some sort of a party going on over here. But anyway, we're here at the lookout, and to rejuvenate this area, the nature reserve people have tried to attempted to make a pond here. They're trying to recreate the conditions that were here 200 years ago, when all these rocks weren't blocking the river water coming into this area, which is a marsh area. A lot of this area here was marshes. Now we'll continue on. Oh, here's an information about the Cooks River Back to Life plan, and basically what it says, these the traditional seawalls are poor replacements for natural shores, as they provide little habitat for plants and animals, and not much has been able to live along the shoreline of the Cooks River since the 1890s, when extensive areas of mangroves, mudflats and salt marsh were filled with seawalls. So now they're trying to knock down these seawalls and reintroduce the habitat. The council here is the Marrickville Council. There's many different walkways here. You can go this way, you can go that way. And here's a sports building that the council has built for the populace, and basically I think in there they play badminton or indoor tennis or something like that. I've never been inside actually. There are facilities here for the people that live in this area. Again, this is the area that the council has tried to, or attempted to make into a tidal floodplain, but at the moment it's low tide, so that's why you don't see any water. This is the Rawa Sports Club, which is the local club in the suburb, and basically you can choose some steak and barbecue it with your friends and have a nice salad as well. The membership I think is only a few dollars. There's someone fishing here and they left their bags. Oh, here, huh? Maybe they've caught something. This is the river, the bridge that leads to the airport. That's the international airport. The domestic airport is another 2 kilometers away. But there's the car park for the international airport. Also this road leads to the eastern suburbs of Sydney. The name of this road is Airport Drive. So you see these buildings, these apartments were built about 12 years ago, and they're very handy to the airport if you're a constant traveller, a regular traveller. Actually, this area is quite happy, and you have a happy feeling walking around, exercising in here. You can see there's everything here you need. There's trees, there's rivers, there's shrubs, plants, flora, fauna. It's all available, and only a few kilometers from the city centre. Now here's another interesting area. What do you think this is? Well, this is where they scrap the boats that are in the moorings. This mooring I think would have been popular 20, 30 years ago. But a lot of the boats have become old and abandoned, and this is the final resting place. There you see this is the Tempe Basin Motor Boat Association, which has closed down, unfortunately. Now we are entering the walking track near the small lake. sign saying that there is 80 native species of birds in this lake area, which is very interesting. These are the vines that Tarzan used to use to swing around. Let's take a look at the lake. Unfortunately, no ducks are present. Oh, yes, I'm over here. Yes, this is the end of the Wolli Creek Recreation Area, a very beautiful part of Sydney, which gives the local residents somewhere to exercise, relax and have a picnic.